Hello! We're back again for spooky season.
Spooktacular!
You know, we love Halloween. We love scary stuff. We love talking about it. So this is our yearly divot into spooky season stuff.
Spooktober.
Yeah.
So enjoy the episode.
Enjoy.
Ooh.
If you dare.
Hello, Joel.
Hello.
Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice. Oh my
Oh.
God. Okay, we need to give a bit of a round of applause to Steph. She's really been turning the looks.
I
this
turned
Halloween
the look this
season.
week. Last week or the last 2 weeks was a bit of a like, I put a hat on.
That's hello. That's a hat and a coat.
You've got a glove.
I do have a glove
You have
today.
a fashionable glove, but I borrowed this costume and I put it on today and I went, oh, I think I did it.
For those who are only listening, Steph is dressed as Lydia Dietz from in her red wedding dress when she has to marry Beetlejuice. Underage, mind you.
Yeah, very underage.
But Beetlejuice is a demon, so does it count?
Also, they don't get married, so it's fine.
They don't get married. But yeah, no, you have the dress is absolutely sorry, I'm covered in my cat's hair. The dress is it's perfect. It's perfectly done. You know exactly who you are. I know exactly who you are.
Yep.
You've done the PC bangs that Winona Ryder's character has.
Yep.
Yeah, you've really been turning it out this Halloween season.
Oh,
and
thank you,
boy,
Steph.
oh boy, have I been just clutching at straws.
No, you haven't. And
I
also,
really have been. I have been. I know that I've been.
you know what?
I've been aware that I have been.
You've been a thrifty boy by going into the drag closet, circling through and going,
I'm like, this'll do. Last week I had the horns and a cloak. And I'm like, hey, I'm a demon. This week.
tell the people who you are, Joel.
Well, okay, so I saw this coat that Lockie had in his drag room, and I'm like, okay, bang, Cruella de Vil.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm like, what else can I make it Cruella-y? And I found some zebra print gloves and a pillbox hat. And
Perfect.
So I'm Joella de Vil. If
I
you're
like
nasty.
that. If you're nasty.
Puppies! Woof, woof!
Kenzo's like, usually Kenzo sits on my lap and he is not today. He's like, I know. He'll just look at you the whole time.
I
Like,
do need a long cigarette.
You
And I
do.
do need, so Lockie he also has a purse that's like a white cat. And I'm like, oh, if only that was a puppy purse.
Ooh, yeah.
That would have been fabulous. Because we love a Disney villain who skins animals alive.
When you think about it, the old Disney films especially, some of the premises you're like, that?
Well, I like a villain to be a villain.
Oh, me too. You know
Yeah.
what? Villains should be evil.
Yeah, I
I mean-
completely agree. All the villains in these new age ones, they're not doing enough.
Scar killed his own brother.
Yeah.
That's in front of his son.
Christ almighty, I am covered in hair. It's just it's turning into spring and our cat is molting.
Yes.
So he's losing his winter coat, and our house is just it's there's fur everywhere.
Hey.
I also am hay fever the person right now. So boy am I irritated.
Just a single tear.
Everything is just like tickling my skin and itching my eyes.
Oh, that
and
feeling
it's-
is so uncomfortable.
Yeah, I've said it before, I've got little ants in my nose with little tiny feather dusters going. And yeah, I wish I could enjoy such a gorgeous day like today. Because we're going into spring and whatever. It's beautiful. It's sunny outside, but the
Beautiful.
flowers want to kill me. So
Can't be having that.
can't be having
They're
that.
like, Jill, come here.
Yeah.
We're ready for you.
Yeah, they just want to get all up in my business. I used to get it a lot worse when I was younger, though.
So,
It sent me to hospital once
bubble boy.
because I was like swelling and like irritated, and like I got asthma and like all these things, and I had to go to the hospital because I think I had an asthma attack, and then I had to go to this allergy clinic where they put
the
oil
little
of
dots?
grass on my wrist, and my whole arm would just like burst into inflammatory skin.
I shouldn't laugh. That's horrible.
Oh, it really is tough being Joel. God, I've got it bad. There's no one's got it worse than me in the world. That's for sure.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Joe, what are you recommending this week?
Actually, I had an idea.
Ooh.
So a few episodes back, you started to tell a little story
Ghost story.
about how your old apartment used to be haunted.
Yeah.
And if you don't mind, in lieu of recommendations this
Yeah.
week, I would like you to
It's really
further explain
the
the
ghost.
haunting of the Turak Muse.
It's not as haunting as what the stories we've been talking about, so it's really going to fall lackluster.
Well, this is the first time I'm hearing about it, so it mustn't have changed the
Changed
direct
my life.
trajectory of your life too much.
There's kind of a couple of parts to this story. So the first part is I love going to a bit of a psychic. I don't go as much anymore, but when the opportunity arises, love to go.
Mm.
So Kirsto and my mate Kirsto, we went to see a psychic, but we went on the same day, but we went separately, and she didn't know we lived together, knew each other, anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
So Kirsto went in first, and we didn't even arrive together. So she had no idea.
Curso's skater Kirsto. Yeah.
So this is back in the day when she lived at Turak Road as well. She goes in, I go in, we come back home, and we had been talking about all the other stuff. And then she's like, oh yeah, she mentioned to me about the woman that walks around, the ghost that walks around the house. And I was like, no, get out. And the psychic had also mentioned to me about, she's like, oh, there's like a ghost that walks around in your apartment area. She's really lost. That's why she does it. She can't understand why there's this big apartment building here. She used to live there before.
Oh.
So that was weird because we both got told that in different parts of our reading separately. So
okay.
that was like one of the things.
Mm-hmm.
SJ was like, oh, that's weird because I hear her walking around all the time down our hallway. And we were like, what do you mean? She's like, yeah, there's always someone walking back and forth down the hallway. And weirdly enough, her sister who used to live there before us,
SJ's sister,
mm-hmm. also heard the woman walking around but just never said anything. So we've all heard her walking around and we'd never said anything to each other. So she's been there and we've heard her. Then one morning, and this is why it felt weird because it wasn't night, it wasn't creepy, like I wasn't drunk. It was in the morning time.
Shocker.
I know. Back then. So it was like a morning time. It was daylight.
Morning ghosts.
Which is weirder for me.
Yeah.
So I was in the kitchen, and when you walk out, you look to the right. It's a small hallway, and then there's a bathroom, but the bathroom door was closed. And as I walked out of the kitchen, I turned to my right, and there was a woman standing there.
No.
And there was a feeling I've never felt it before, and I've never felt it since. And I just looked and I just went, oh, and then I just kind of went back into the kitchen. Like I retreated back on The Simpsons.
Oh, yeah. Homer Simpson's just going into the hedges.
Yeah, that was me. And then I walked back out and she was gone. I'd never seen her again. We then saged the house and asked her to leave, and we hadn't seen her since.
What did she look like?
She was just like a black figurely thing. It wasn't like a clear outline, but it was just like old-timey attire. And I cannot explain the feeling because everyone was like, well, maybe you saw a mirror. And I was like, no, the door was closed. Like I tried to
You were in Victorian garb
at the
time.
I was just dressed like this. Yeah. I'm like, there's a ghost here. But I've never had that feeling of being like, there is someone else in the room. There's someone else here with us.
I guess if she's not causing any trouble.
No, apparently what the psychic said was that she was lost. She'd been stuck and she was walking around, and this building had been built where she used to live and she couldn't understand. So that's why she would walk around. She was just a lost soul.
See, that's what I don't want to happen if I turn into a ghost. I don't want to be in a constant state of searching forever. Being like, where?
Yeah.
What number's my apartment?
I can't understand the technology.
Because that means she's been wandering around all confused forever.
Centuries.
How annoying.
I know. But yeah, that's my one and only ghost story.
Hopefully saging helps them
usually if you ask them to leave nicely, they will leave.
Well, where was she supposed to go?
I don't know. She just went down to number 7 and went doo-doo.
Goes on realestate.com.
God, rental prices these days are so expensive.
Do I want bigger place but out it further, or do I want closer but smaller place? So after you guys cleansed the house, Were you living there for much longer after?
A while.
Were there any other experiences or?
I'd never had another.
Because it seems to me like, yes, you were ultimately like a bit taken aback by seeing her, but she didn't feel like an evil presence.
Oh.
More so an oddity.
Yeah,
a bit of a strange. But because you were living in a communal apartment block, did you ever, when you heard the footsteps, like kind of just like poke your head out or see, or you just used to hear them? Right. You didn't think it was a neighbor or something?
We were on the top floor. So for those
okay.
Yeah, so for those who can't hear SJ in the background, she said she used to be terrified, the woman walking around. She used to hear the footsteps all the time, and she never told me. That's the thing. SJ never said to me, I've heard the footsteps. It was only until because unprompted at this reading, it was only until she said that to me and Kirsto. And it was almost like we had to get the message back to SJ. Does that make sense? Because SJ never went and has never been. So it's like we were relaying this information, but neither of us had ever really taken note of it. But
and
SJ
then when you found out the information, you were like, well, I actually hear footsteps all the time. Oh, goodness me.
Yeah. So she used to walk around our apartment all the time. We were on the top floor. So there was no one above us.
That would make me feel uneasy.
Yeah. But once we saged and asked her to leave, she left. So I wonder where she is now.
Well, that's nice. I'm glad it wasn't like an evil presence.
No, I never heard her, I don't think. Or if I did, I just probably chalked it up to someone else in the house. But I did see her. So that was...
There you go. That is an interesting story. You're just like, oh, well, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, no, you literally saw a ghost? Okay.
And I just, if anyone believes that they have seen a ghost, I think there is a feeling that you get that you go, this feels real. This doesn't feel, there was a different feeling that came over me.
I reckon if you like put up little cameras in the hallways and stuff like that, like you would have seen maybe like some kind of an orb or a specter or something like that.
Oh, yeah, maybe we should have.
But it's probably for the best that you guys didn't.
Yeah.
And you just heard the
tick, tick, ticking. I feel like as well, that was a time SJ has become a lot better with like paranormal things now. But at the time she was quite scared of things like that.
Well, naturally, like it's the unknown.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. No, but you don't want to know at the same time.
Not where you live. I'm happy to do that. You
don't want to
elsewhere.
do the EVP and it's just like, get out.
Demon.
Yeah.
Will kill you.
I'm trying to think if I've had anything paranormally happen to me, but I really don't think I have. Besides like a few like spooky Ouija board things we did when we were younger.
Yeah, we did the spooky Ouija.
Yeah, I don't really have any experiences. I used to want one, but now I don't.
You're like, I don't.
I don't.
Thank you, and no.
I'm happily agnostic. Whatever happens, happens.
Yep.
And if ghosts are floating around, just don't bother me, please.
Fair enough.
Yeah, whether you're a good ghost, bad ghost, I just don't make yourself known around me, please.
Don't tell me.
Yeah, keep it in the movies.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
But I went to your apartment a few times. I don't think I felt an evil presence there.
I don't think she was evil.
There was that time when your friend got super drunk when we were there.
Oh,
that was
yes.
That was it.
that was
definitely an uneasy presence.
Yeah. Penguin used to bark at corners and stuff where there was nothing.
Okay.
As well. So
maybe they were mice.
I don't know which
debunked.
Debunked.
Well, right now there's construction happening in the house next to us. I don't know if I've talked about this. Sorry if I have. Old house that we have seen a few little mice kind of floating around outside. And we did have one in our house, but Obi has been keeping guard. He knows now that he's seen one. He's like
on alert.
Yeah. So he kind of keeps, he's our security guard. He's our night security.
He's your night watch.
Yeah.
I love that.
He doesn't know what to do when he sees the mouse.
But he knows he should.
But he knows, and I think the mice know to like, oh, there's a cat in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like, maybe because we've got dogs, they don't come inside. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
I've also got things around that are like those sound wave things that like put off sounds. That
no, that's what I want. They're the like most, I think, the
Because I don't want to have to remove
No.
a mouse from a trap.
No. I don't want I don't like traps. I don't like any of that stuff. I'd just rather deter them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to deal with you.
No. We've got a beautiful field. We've got a park opposite us.
Yeah, that'll get you.
You guys can just thrive there.
Go live
Go
your best.
there.
Frolic.
Yeah.
Frolic. Shall we move on to this week's episode? Oh, and before we do, let's dedicate this episode to someone who left us a comment on our Spotify.
Oh, we got a Spotify comment.
We got a Spotify comment.
I keep forgetting that that's a thing.
Yeah, so...
Sorry, I keep blowing my nose, everyone.
He's got hay fever. Leave him alone.
Got hay fever.
This is from Tonya. Thanks, Tonya.
Oh, hi, Tonya.
Hi, Tonya.
Now, do we know Tonya? Is she a plant?
Is she a plant? No. I don't believe so.
Because sometimes we get really lovely comments and reviews. And I'm like, is this a plant?
No,
Does this someone Steph knows that she's gone to go by a different name? And that's good. That's just me being like, surely
suspicious.
We're not. Yeah, I'm like.
When I send you little things, I'm like, this person commented. You're like, messaged us. I'm like, I don't know this person.
It still blows my mind that people listen to us, especially people we don't know.
Yeah, that is kind of strange.
Yeah. In a great way.
So this is from Tonya. So Tonya, this episode is dedicated to you. Tonya. Here's a photo.
Love you, Tonya.
Love you, Tonya. She said 50th episode. Well done, guys. Keep them coming. Thanks,
Tonya.
Tonya.
Short and sweet.
Short and sweet.
God, fabulous.
Love it.
We will keep them coming, Tonya. Don't you lose any sleep over it.
We will. So yeah, thanks, Tonya. This episode is dedicated to you.
Yes. I'm moved.
Now,
I'm about to start crying.
It's not the hay fever. Now that I realize what we're talking about, Tonya, don't be offended when I tell you what we're about to talk about.
Oh.
Today we're going to talk about a man who is a mix of showman and Satan.
Hugh Jackman.
How dare. Oh my God, talk about shocking. Keith Urban and Nicki Kidman.
Oh God, yes. Look, whose side have we got? Well, we don't know the details. We don't know the Lydia Deetz.
I'm on Nicki Kidman's side.
I'm always on Nicki Kidman's side. Always on Nicki Kidman's side.
Those wigs will keep wigging.
However, she does do 510 movies a year.
And so she should.
Many
She's
different
a busy
locations.
working
No, but that's
girl.
good. But is that causing a bit of a...
Well, Keith's... Grow up.
Yeah, grow up, Keith. Get a haircut.
And stop using so many straighteners and
I think he would look really nice with the short back and sides. If he just stopped that
early thousands.
Yeah.
And the little flick.
I don't know why I want him to be so like Joe Everyman, but I think he would look so much better with just a short back and sides.
She'll be fine.
She'll be fine.
I know she didn't want it, and I know in 19 years, got to grieve that relationship. But she'll be fine.
But I also feel like she's going to put this moment into her art, and we're going to get some real...
We're going to get that Oscar.
Yeah.
She's going to get that Oscar.
Yeah.
Anywho, talking about Satan, he's a man who took an idea and created a church. Part hustler, part cultural icon, part branding genius. This is the wild story of Anton LaVey.
Ooh.
Yes. So have you ever heard of Anton LaVey, Joel?
Never, not once in my life.
Well, let me tell you all about him. So Anton LaVey was born Howard LaVey in April of 1930 in Chicago, Illinois.
Anton's a bit sexier. Sorry to all the Howards out there.
Yeah. Sorry, but you...
Howard just reminds me of...
John Howard for me?
No, oh, yeah, well, okay, yes. But I was going to say, when I hear the word Howard, I think of like a cartoon duck.
Okay. Fair enough.
Days go by. Don't you?
No. Think of John Howard.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Those bushy eyebrows.
Yeah.
So to paint a picture, in 1930, there was the Great Depression, the Nazi Party was growing, and Mickey Mouse made his first appearance in comics. Also, the most popular song at the time was Puttin' on the Ritz.
Oh, Puttin' on the Ritz. Yeah, love that.
As a child, LaVey's parents supported his music interests, and by the age of 18, he favored the organ and played in various lounges, bars, and nightclubs.
The organ? Like the church organ?
Yep. Which is, you know what, of all the instruments.
I had to think for a second what an organ was.
Yeah, and in my mind, it's just like, just in my popular songs in an organ vibe, weird.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I thought about. Yeah, that's what I had. That's what I had in my mind when I was writing this.
Yeah.
This is where LaVey's backstory becomes a little bit murky, and we kind of don't know what.
Excuse me. Continue.
We kind of this is where LaVey's backstory becomes a bit strange, and we kind of don't know what's real and what's not, because as we'll see, he's a bit of a showman, likes to kind of stretch the truth a little bit.
Curious.
So this is how his story goes.
Okay.
At the age of 16, he apparently dropped out of school to join the circus. His initial jobs were as a cage boy working with big cats. Cage boy.
I just imagine him like go-go dancing.
Yeah, so at the age of 16, he dropped out to join the circus. His initial jobs were as a cage boy working with big cats before becoming a musician and playing the music for performances. Now, at the time, the circus was kind of circuses up until about the 30s and 40s had been filled with like the freak shows of the world. So if you don't know, it was the bearded lady and, you know, anyone who was born with any kind
Look out, because here I come.
Yeah.
Every drag queen performance in like 2012.
Yeah, they were just like, I feel things. So that was what it was like. And there was also a lot of animal cruelty. However, coming into the late 30s and 40s, there was medical advancements and things like that. And we kind of as a society went, maybe we shouldn't be laughing at the bearded lady or the, you know, child that was born with some kind of, I don't know, like there's just, the photos are wild. I was looking at photos of the freak show and I went, wow, we really just, any kind of different body, we went, weird.
But also source of income for them.
Oh, yeah.
Well, probably terrible income for them. But they, you know, had a roof over their heads.
Exactly.
They were probably wayward.
Yeah. And hopefully that they just had their own community and looked after each other.
Yes.
So.
Like the movie Freaks. Oh my God, have you seen that?
Yeah.
Well, I haven't seen it, but I've seen clips and I think it came out in the 30s and it was a movie about a freak show. It is very disturbing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
It's the one where they're like, one of us.
Yeah.
One of us. Gooble, gobble, gooble.
We really just didn't treat people right, did we? We still don't. Anywho.
Yeah. And also like the animal cruelty stuff that happened in circuses up until not that long ago. Until like the 90s it was starting to get. But then also overseas there are still animal circuses and stuff.
Exactly.
You always see some footage of like a Russian circus with a bear going ballistic on the trainer and stuff like that.
During his time at the circus, LaVey started to form a cynical view on religion. Watching the men who would attend a sinful Saturday night show become absolved on a Sunday at church under the same big top that they defiled the night before.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's kind of like you can pay to have your sins washed away, essentially. It was also here that LaVey learned the art of manipulation, fake psychic powers, and the con from his sideshow hustlers. So from here, in 1948, LaVey moved to San Francisco and worked as an organist in bars. And during this time, he claimed to have an affair with the, at the time unknown, Marilyn Monroe.
Oh.
Yeah. So this is one of those ones where you go, did you?
Yeah.
So he said that she used to work as a dancer at one of the bars he worked at before she got famous. And everyone's kind of like, I don't know if that's true. But he said it was a very brief affair. So, however, he did meet his wife at this time. Her name was Carol in 1950. And by 1951, they were married. Fun fact, she was 15 years old.
Classic.
Which, fitting, I guess, that I'm wearing this. They had a daughter, but divorced by 1960. And then it was here that he began his 24-year relationship with Diane
Keaton.
Keating, yeah. She popped in. She was in her little suits.
In a little top hat.
In a little top hat.
Skivvies.
When you see a picture of this man, which I will show you soon, you'll see that really does fit the picture.
Oh.
LaVey also claimed he worked as a police crime scene photographer and a psychic investigator at this time.
Yeah, he's got his finger in a lot of pies.
Yeah, he
seems like he's overcompensating how interesting his life was.
Yeah, exactly.
I could be wrong. He could have done all these things.
We don't know. We can't call him up.
He is a con man.
Yeah, exactly. So right now at this point, we have a bit of a weird guy who's interested in the occult, and ran away with a circus. Now, I'm going to use the word occult a little bit in this episode, Joel. So before I do you have an understanding of what the word occult means?
It's kind of like folklore, religious-y, religious-y practices.
Yeah. So the definition is a type of supernatural, mystical, or magical beliefs and practices that fall outside the scope of organized religion and science.
Yes. Yeah.
So, it's all of that stuff that you believe in, mysticism and that kind of thing.
Witchy stuff.
Witchy stuff,
Yeah.
exactly. By the 1960s, his world of occult is really going to kick off. So he starts to go public with his interests in this world. So he started to kind of look into the world of occult things and dabble in rituals and things back when he worked at a circus. But then he starts to share his views with other people. So he starts hosting regular Friday night lectures, and he called them occult seminars or witches' workshops, which is snappier.
If you and I saw the poster for that, we'd
we would have been like,
oh, let's go.
Let's go.
That's our Friday night sorted,
Friday
girl.
night, witchy workshops. So these workshops picked up steam and became more and more popular in the area. And also at this time, he had his second daughter with Diane, and they called her Xena Galata Schrecht.
Say again.
That name again, Joel, is Xena Galata Schrecht.
Schrecht. Okay. That's a pretty interesting name for that. That sounds like a name like someone would call their kids, a celebrity would call their kids now.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
That's.
Imagine being called Xena in the 60s.
I know.
Yeah.
Warrior princess.
Yeah.
This is where he starts to create his public persona and kind of doubles down on what he's doing. And him kind of creating this really camp character is the key to his success, I guess you could say. So personal branding wise, LaVey becomes a bit of an expert on cultivating a following. And if he was doing it today, like if he was on TikTok, he would have millions of followers.
Yes.
I'm going to show you a photo, Joel.
Mm-hmm.
And you can tell the audience what kind of man you're looking at here.
Oh my God. He looks like kind of a mix between Vincent Price and the actor from The Shield. He's got the goatee, he's got a bald head, he's got he's mean mugging. He looks a bit sinister, I must say.
He's got a definite look about him.
Yeah.
Obviously, he's got that weird, strange mustache. He starts to wear like priest robes, and in photos, he would often pose with the signal of Baphomet, which is right,
up and down. Yep. As above, so below.
Yes. So he knew what he was doing when he was posing in photos, especially for media. When I couldn't get a great photo of Diane, but this is them together. He's punching well above his weight.
She looks cool.
Yeah,
I like her. She's got like a bit of a Barbarella look.
Yeah. Or like she's got that kind of
he
50,
looks
60.
corny boots.
Yeah, but she could be a real witch.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
God, crack a smile, mate. Come on.
Life's not that bad.
He's got a slight smirk there.
So Diane and LaVey purchased an old Victorian house and painted it entirely black. They dubbed it the Black House.
Mm-hmm.
And it looked like, and in San Francisco, especially like at the time, it was
the hot summers in San Francisco.
Yeah. So
I've seen this house.
Yep.
Oh, this like does the rounds on like Tumblr and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like within two white, pretty standard apartment blocks, there's like this kind of Victorian black house. And
that would trap heat in.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And also, I don't know if this is like that door and it just looks so witchy.
Oh, it looks so chic. I love it.
Yeah, I love it too. I would live there.
I would live there.
They filled the house with, I guess, what they deemed as occult objects.
Yep.
So human skeletons, a coffin, creepy art, guns, and taxidermied animals.
Love all of that except the guns.
Love
Guns
it all.
don't fit in.
Yeah.
If it was like
Maybe
daggers and swords and stuff, maybe.
They probably had that as well, but
Yeah.
maybe it's like old-timey guns.
Yeah, old-timey gun. I don't know. It's
Not really the vibe, is
They
it?
don't need to be in there.
No. And essentially it became a bit of a haunted house attraction.
Mm-hmm.
He would drive around town in a coroner's van and would walk his pet. Now, there's two versions. He'd either walk his pet black leopard or his lion. So he raised a lion from when it was born, and this is a picture of him with his little baby lion cub.
Oh my God. That is very cute. But like,
No.
no, don't do that.
Don't be doing that. He was really doubling down on this image.
He's the teenage kid who gets really into Hot Topic, but he never left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. So his weekly witch workshops became more theatrical with rituals. And then he started performing like these big stunts as far as he held a satanic wedding, which was between a journalist and a socialite of San Fran. So he knew that would get media attention. And then he also did the first public satanic baptism on his 3-year-old daughter, Xena.
Oh, come on, mate. Oh, no, she didn't have a say in that. I guess if we're doing it one way
Why not?
without the baby's consent,
Why not the other?
do it the other way.
Yep. So he knew.
Okay, when you're baptizing a baby, when you're Satan baptizing a baby, you're like, my little girl's going to hell.
Well, no. And we'll go into kind of what the Church of Satan believes in. It's not necessarily the devil.
Okay.
It just so happens to have that name.
Okay.
So, yeah, I do understand though when you hear it, and I think that's what he was playing into, the public hearing that the Church of Satan baptized.
Because baptism's like you're
going to heaven.
This is your little ticket. Yeah.
Were you baptized or christened?
No, I don't think so.
I guess I'm going to heaven and you're not.
I don't know. And I think I'll ask my mum today, actually.
Yeah, ask her.
I think I've asked her
Call
before
her.
and she couldn't remember.
Yeah,
And I don't think there's photos of me in like one of those little like long dresses that they put babies in.
My parents did it for my nan. That's the only reason.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I really don't know if I was or wasn't. And I wasn't raised religious in any which way or the other.
Neither was I, but got christened. Up I go.
Well, it's
when the rapture comes.
You know, like at least we've done something just in case.
Just in case.
Yeah.
He also brought notable people into the church. Usually people just within, like, I guess what you'd call known society in San Fran. But the most notable person that he had around him at the time was Jane Mansfield. Do you know who Jane Mansfield is?
An actress.
Yes.
Another bombshell actress at the time.
Very beautiful.
Yeah.
A lot of people might or might not know that she was actually Mariska Hargitay's mother.
Oh, Law and Order.
Law and Order, Olivia Benson.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. So.
What a great guitar riff.
Yeah. The. Do you reckon when they were in the stew? Do you reckon when they're in the stew they did that and they were
They made magic.
I've done it.
They made magic
They were
with
like,
that.
"We've done it, guys."
It sounds like The City at Night.
Dun, 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 dun,
They couldn't have
dun.
captured a sound that emulates Night City more than that.
Dick Wolf, what a man.
Dick Wolf.
Dick Wolf. Jane Mansfield became close to LaVey, and there was even a rumoured affair, never proven, but a rumoured. 2 reporters, Mansfield regarded LaVey as a genius and interesting person, but she said that she did not believe in the Church of Satan.
Mm-hmm.
However, her proximity and association was enough to kind of group her in with that for a hot minute. The most fucked up thing was, I just see.
I love it when you swear every now and again. The most fucked up thing.
The most fucked up thing was that after Mansfield's death in a horrific car accident, LaVey claimed that he might have accidentally put a curse on Sam Brody, which was Mansfield's boyfriend, who was also in the car at the time. So Jane Mansfield died in that car crash, as did her boyfriend. And interestingly enough, Mariska Hargitay was in the car as well, but she survived.
Baby Mariska.
Baby.
Oh, it sounds to me like, okay, it sounds to me like this guy needs all of the attention. And so when this tragic thing happened, he was just like, well, it must have been something to do with
I
me.
accidentally
Because
cursed her
like he
boyfriend.
needs to insert himself into like a lot of things. He needs the public attention.
Yeah.
He needs this, that, and the other, and he'll do anything to get it
And I
by
also
being
think-
Mr. Strange.
Yeah. And I also think capitalizing on your friend's death.
I hate that. That's kind of, it gives me the ick, kind of like what's his name, Darren Lyons, the old mayor of Geelong who had the pink hair and he was a photographer whose nickname was Mr. Paparazzo. Very much that energy, does anything for attention. The pink hair, he's got fake abs put into his big stomach. He's actually got a wonderful pub in Geelong that has like all his photography work and whatever, because he did photography, but he also did paparazzi shots. He claims that he has the photos of Princess Di's accident.
Right.
I could be paraphrasing, but from what I understand, he claims he's got these photos. He can't release them, but he has them, and he knows like all the secrets and stuff, and he'll drop that in kind of all the time just to kind of keep himself relevant. It kind of gives me a bit of the Darren Lyons.
Yeah. I think probably so.
Yeah.
All of this kind of culminates into the birth of the Church of Satan.
It's just in my head now.
Yeah. So in 1966, LaVey founded the Church of Satan on Walpurgisnacht, which apparently was kind of some special night in the witchcraft folklore type thing.
Right.
So couldn't tell you what it is, just had to write it down because I like the word. He declared it to be the year 1, marking it as the first year of the Age of Satan. The Church of Satan's HQ was the Black House, and LaVey named himself the High Priest. The media also dubbed him the Black Pope, which...
It's kind of cool.
Yeah,
cool name.
What a name, you know. Why not? If you're going to go in, go all in.
Yeah.
So what does the Church of Satan believe in? So essentially, the Church of Satan was an atheist church that believed God and Satan are not external entities, rather that they live within the people themselves.
Interesting.
Yeah. So
watch me come out of this fully like
you're like, I'm converted.
I'm converted.
I've got to go to San Fran, and it's not for the reasons you think.
Hail Satan.
Just start doing this and everything. Satan represents personal liberty, defiance, individualism, and free thinking. You were not...
Love that. Tick, tick, tick.
Tick, tick, tick. Actually, yes. You were not to worship external gods and rather look within for guidance. You are your own God. So the church also was all about indulgence and connecting with your carnal beast of a man.
Love that.
Yep. So they rejected the Holy Trinity, Father, Son, Holy Ghost.
Holy Ghost, yep.
And they advocated for the 7 deadly sins.
Okay.
Because all of the sins led to physical, mental, or emotional gratification.
So we've got... do you know how I remember this? Well, I'll try to remember it.
How?
Remember when Magnum ice creams had the like 7 deadly sins flavors?
And so you're like, actually.
Yeah. Okay, so we've got sloth.
Yep.
We've got gluttony.
Mm-hmm.
We've got greed.
Mm-hmm.
We've got pride.
Mm-hmm.
We've got pride. Oh, there's 3 more.
The sexiest of them all.
Oh, seduction.
Lust.
Lust.
I always forget the last 2. I'm looking it
I'm
up.
getting stuck now.
Yep. Okay. Wrath.
Envy.
You've got it.
Envy and wrath.
Mm-hmm.
Ding, ding, ding.
Ding, ding, ding.
We got there.
Yes.
I think envy was the green. It was like a green mango flavored Magnum.
Yeah.
They used to sell it at our schools. I remember there was one flavor that I was just like, oh, this is just delightfully devilish.
This is absolutely sinfully delicious.
Yeah.
All of these are physical, mental, or emotional gratification. So tick, tick, tick.
Mhm.
Essentially, you know what? You're allowed to indulge, which...
And honestly, who doesn't?
Exactly. Why not? They also described the religion as controlled selfishness, where you could do something to help others as long as it made the Satanist happy. So I could only help you and do a nice thing for you if it made me feel good.
Which isn't
eh,
that why we all do nice things?
I guess so, right? At the end of the day. Also, the church pretty much believed an eye for an eye. So instead of the golden rule, which is do unto others as you would have them do unto you, they changed it slightly and it was do unto others as they do unto you. So essentially, if you're an asshole to me, I can be one back to you.
Yeah, I mean, hey, this all sounds a lot easier than
Joel's just like,
this all sounds a lot easier than the other one.
than religion?
Yeah.
Any
this
religion?
seems a lot more like, well, we're already doing all this stuff anyway.
So why not just
Yeah.
become part of this church?
Yeah.
They also used magical rituals, which were broken down into 3 categories: sex, so to entice another person; compassion, to improve health and success; and destruction, to destroy another person.
Fun.
Why not?
Mm.
Also, your own birthday was considered the most important holiday. Guys,
Come on.
sign me up.
All our listeners become Satanists.
We're like, hail Satan. So to round all of this up, LaVey's Satanism was a modern anti-Christian philosophy that was centered around one's own desires.
Mhm.
And within every religion, there are structures, especially when it starts to become bigger.
Yeah.
You know, this is what happens. So the Church of Satan is no different. It was broken down into this. Anton LaVey was the high priest. Then there was the high priestess, which was Diane, who was pretty much his partner for 24 years. And then when she left, it went to someone else, which we'll get to.
Mhm.
Then there was also a governing body, which was a group that LaVey kind of trusted. So essentially he is a god.
Yeah.
He's got his Mary Magdalene and he's got his
I love
disciples.
that like our leader is called Diane.
I know.
It's like, praise be to Diane.
Speaking in tongues, Diane.
Diane.
Yes. So that is kind of where we get to where it's like, all right, everything's kind of moving along swimmingly.
Yep. In the Church of
In the
Satan.
Church of Satan.
Mhm.
But by 1972, things start to kind of change a little bit.
Mhm.
So by this point, LaVey had published numerous works. He had created the Satanic Bible.
Mhm.
He had also published a book about satanic rituals. And he also had many songs, which he created albums and things. So he was
Life of a Showgirl.
like, it's just, I mean, the concept, not bad.
Yeah, he is a showgirl.
He is. They also had a weekly newsletter called The Cloven Hoof.
That's clever.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Because it sounds like what a newspaper should be called.
Yeah, but it's just the hoof of Satan.
Yeah, Cloven Hoof.
Yep. Clever.
Extra.
Read all about it.
Yeah.
His ego was starting to kind of become bigger than the church.
Yep.
But weirdly enough, so the church only, well, I say only, it's still a lot of people at the time. The church had about 2,000 members within it.
Mhm.
So he had 2,000 members at its peak.
Which kind of sounds like a lot, but I guess in the scheme of things, when it's
Like,
a religion, isn't that much.
Yeah. I wonder, like, it's no like Jonestown. You know what I mean?
Ooh, yeah.
It's not going to go that way.
No.
This is when internal conflict started to begin. He started to turn the church into a business, whereas before it was kind of you could join at any point and you could work your way up in the church, but you didn't have to give money. Now you had to pay to have those higher kind of ranking roles.
Yeah.
You know, if you wanted to be a high ranking warlock, because yes, you were called a warlock,
Yeah.
it was going to cost you. This also is when, so one of the main people in the governing bodies, he was like, oh, I don't like this. So then he left and then a chunk of people left because of him.
Oh, okay.
So things start to splinter off. But then this guy also goes and creates his own little sect of Satanism. So it's kind of like people start to splinter off, but they're still creating their own versions of what they were doing. By 1980, LaVey's celebrity had faded. So before that, because he was doing all of these shocking things, he was seen in media. This has started to fade and the shock value was gone.
I wonder if, around the 70s, is that around when Satanic Panic was happening?
Yep, I'm going to
absolutely
touch on it.
Yep.
But yes, so what happened was the world entertainment was starting to shift. And I'll jump to that part. So there was a rise of satanic panic.
Yeah.
And although the church had nothing to do with it, it was the media tying them into this. So no one
Yes.
wanted to be a part of anything satanic because it was like Manson, all of these things like
Manson really kind of
got it for everyone.
Got it for everyone. There, just to interject, there's a really fantastic show that's kind of gone under the radar. I don't know if it'll get a second season, but it is really good. It's called Hysteria.
Ooh.
I believe it might be on Binge or just Google Hysteria where you're able to watch it. Very clever, very funny, kind of Stranger Things-esque series about the era of satanic panic.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I will be watching.
Elizabeth Banks is in it.
Oh, very good.
Yeah, it's really good. Oh, no, it's not Elizabeth Banks. It's the lady from Modern Family who
Oh,
looks like
I know.
Elizabeth Banks.
I know who you mean.
Yeah,
Good.
the mum from Modern Family.
Yep. That resulted in actually the house being targeted because of this satanic panic, and bricks and bottles were thrown at it. LaVey actually had to barricade himself inside at one point.
Well, it did stick out like a sore thumb.
I mean,
Yeah.
you know, if you're gonna
Like, well, where does that satanic priest live? The one black spooky house. Yeah.
Where is it? Up there,
there
it
it
is. There was also an FBI investigation into the church because an insider was claiming that there was a plot to assassinate a senator. This kind of never eventuated to anything, but yeah, apparently they were, well, allegedly. But when the FBI gets involved, people go, no, I don't want to be a part of your church. So then by 1984, his longtime lover Diane left him.
Oh, Diane.
But she took out a restraining order against him, so we know something was going on in that house.
Yeah.
Yep. And she sued him for palimony.
What's palimony?
Exactly, which I had to look up.
Heard of alimony?
Yeah. This is when you're not married, but you have like you have a child together and then you're in this relationship for so long. You can sue for palimony and be like, well, you owe me money because during this relationship.
Oh, yeah. That still happens today. I don't know if it's called the same thing, but it's essentially if you're in a relationship for 4 years and you live together, you're technically
You're that de facto.
And you can opt for things like that if you guys split.
Yeah.
I think. Anyway,
probably something
palimony.
Palimony. So the split saw the division of their property, including a crystal ball, medieval torture implements, and a bed of nails. Could you imagine being the lawyer?
She's like, I want the bed of
you
nails.
Know what? That bed of nails is mine.
Yeah.
Sleep on it every night. God damn it. This legal entanglement added to LaVey's personal and financial instability in his later years. Then in 1989, his daughter publicly disowned him. So Zena said, I'm out.
Yeah, that's a hectic household to grow up in.
Yeah. I mean, you were baptized as a child for a Satan.
Yeah, but as a teen trying to navigate through the world, and your dad is this. Yeah, that's a lot to go through. It's
almost like you'd rebel and go the other way, and you become like super
religious.
religious.
It's interesting. Yeah. No,
you'd be like, geez, Dad, I don't want to talk about Satan. I want to talk about God.
Yeah.
She's wearing a little cross.
Yeah. Get that out of my house.
Throws holy water
You're
on
a Satanist.
God damn it. So, yeah, that's not great. She also claimed that to have put a curse on him.
She put a curse on him?
She put a curse on him.
Okay.
And accused him, and I will say accused, that he was allegedly a wife beater. So,
well, that's where my mind was going, because he seems very over the top, very animated, very like I can picture him being really theatrical and dramatic, and in those moments of, you know, when things aren't going his way, in my mind, I can picture him
flying off the bloody handle,
having a massive hissy fit.
And I think also seeing, like, if your wife leaves you and immediately gets a restraining order, there's some red flags probably
Definitely.
All of this turmoil, however, did not stop LaVey. He found a new partner in Blanche Barton.
Blanche,
who gave birth to his son in 1993.
Did he call him Damien?
No.
Damien's the little boy from The Omen, who's his mother's a jackal. Oh. No, his father's a jackal, and his mother had sex with a jackal.
Anyway, it would be just 4 years later that Anton LaVey would die in 1997 due to a buildup of fluid in his lungs. He was just 67 years old. So he had his son pretty late in life, but So be it. After his death, the Church of Satan was passed to Blanche, and she ended up serving as the high priestess of the church until 2002.
Oh,
It has since been passed on to Peggy.
Peggy.
Peggy Nadramia.
Okay.
Good job, Pegs. The church HQ, known as the Black House, was torn down not long after his death, and many different fractions of the church splintered off, forming rivalry kind of churches.
Mm-hmm.
As there was no charismatic leader left, the church kind of stalled and went nowhere.
I feel like you need a charismatic leader. If it's gonna be the Church of Satan, it better be a show.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And if you're not willing to put on that show,
Yeah,
what are
you
we
can't
doing?
make it bland and
No.
boring. Like you need to have a bit of zazz.
yeah.
You need to be a showgirl.
You need to be a
Yeah.
showgirl. There has been many offshoots of the temple in the years that have followed, and probably the most famous is the Satanic Temple. Not to be confused. So we've got the
I
church.
have heard of this.
Yeah. So the Satanic Temple is inspired by the Church of Satan, but they do not necessarily believe the same things, and they're not affiliated in any way.
Yeah.
There is an excellent documentary about the Satanic Temple, and I highly recommend it. It's called Hail Satan? ?
Oh.
Yeah, so it's
Yeah,
Hail
yeah.
Satan.
Hail Satan?
So, Hail Satan is an excellent documentary, and when I was watching it, I was like, this kind of sounds all right.
Well, everything that you said. Well, to me, it more sounded with the Church of Satan. It sounded more of a common sense. This is how humans act anyway, as opposed to being dictated what to do and how to do it. It's more of a you're your own boss here. God is in us as people.
Mm-hmm.
We can navigate life how we see fit, as opposed to a higher power telling us what we need to be doing and setting all these rules and withholding us from all the joys and luxuries of life.
Yeah.
So I can understand why. So you hear Church of Satan and you hear the Satanic Temple, and those words immediately go bad, bad, bad. This is bad. No, 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 no. But when they actually explain what it is,
it doesn't sound as bad as it is.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
But people would immediately go, nah.
Yeah. And I think
from the get, which also might be to their benefit.
That's what I was just about to say, because you're only going to get people who really
who have sorted out and are interested, as opposed to just being, an evangelist being like, come, please join the Church of Satan. That's not going to get bums in seats. You need the people who are actively seeking that.
Yeah. And who have a bit more, I guess, critical thought.
Yeah.
And want to find out more.
Yeah.
It's like the shock of the Church of Satan or this, the Satanic Temple.
Yeah.
Versus, and it's like, oh, but let me look into that. But yeah, so highly recommend Hail Satan.
Yeah. I'm actually definitely going to watch that.
Yeah,
do you remember what you watched it on?
No, it's on one of them. It's on one of them. I think it might be a Netty or something like that.
Yeah. I'll find it.
I watched it a few years ago now, and I remember just watching it going, but I'm also one step away from joining a cult at any given point. So,
Who isn't? We're eccentric.
Don't you want me, guys? That is the story of Anton LaVey, the Black Pope, the self-starred villain. His legacy is less about summoning demons and more about the power of image and redlining against the status quo. A man whose greatest trick might have been convincing the world to take him seriously.
Well, yes.
So,
I think, what a fascinating story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, you really could just start a religion.
Oh, well, you can start anything these days.
Like, should we? Dressed like this?
Yeah. No, too much
Shake,
bookwork.
shake.
I don't have the manager's spirit in me. I don't want to be the boss of a bunch of people.
Yeah, if you this is always a question I like to ask. Like, this is a good party question.
Yeah.
Is like, would you be the cult leader or the cult follower? Yeah, I'm a follower. I'm not.
I prefer to have someone tell me what to do.
Yeah.
Than me have all these people asking me what they should do. Like, oh, I don't know.
Yeah. SJ would be.
And I think that's a bit of trauma from my retail management years.
Yes. Well, like, no, I don't want the I'm
I
too
don't
young
want
for the
that, no.
responsibility.
I want to be told what to do, then I do it, then I go home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that I just if you ever want to learn about someone, ask them, would you be a cult follower or a cult leader? Because I
Yeah.
think that, it's just a fun party question.
And we should say this where we don't particularly like this gentleman, especially with the abuse allegations.
Yeah.
It's just an interesting story.
It's just an interesting story.
Yeah.
And sometimes you have to delve into the occult to, get a bit spooky on this Halloween
It's
episode.
super interesting.
Yeah, you know me. I'm a bit of a witch, so
Yes.
I'm always one step away from these
And
kinds
I'm
of
just
things.
look, I'm not the most spiritual, I'm not the most religious-y, I'm not the most believer in a lot of things, but I find it also fascinating.
Yeah.
So I will read about it and watch it and do all that kind of stuff because I find it fun. It's an escape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just like sometimes it's nice to just believe in something bigger than you and just also the iconography of it all.
The iconography of it all
obsessed.
is awesome.
Oh.
The paintings and
Either or, like on both sides.
I love a painting of like a black goat with people sitting around it and he's like this. I think it looks cool.
Yeah.
I think it's cool. I've literally got a black goat tattoo on my arm. I'm not a Satanist. I don't believe really in any of that kind of stuff. I just think it's cool and I like the iconography. So I do have the black goat from the movie The Vavitch.
The Vavitch.
Who is inherently the devil himself. And I also have a demon's hand holding a set of keys that says hell on. So on first impressions, people might see me and go like...
He might be a bit of a Satanist. But
is Joel the Black Pope? But I just think it's gnarly. I think it's cool.
It's cool. It's just cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's this week's episode. This is the end of spooky season.
Oh, goodbye, spooky season.
See you. It's Christmas now.
Oh, yes.
Mariah-
This is the nightmare before Christmas.
This is the nightmare.
Boys and girls of every age, wouldn't you like to see something strange? Come with us and you will see this our town of Halloween.
If you have not watched that film, you are going to keep going on.
Yeah, I know. You had to cut me off. Yeah.
Otherwise, we'd be here for another 3 minutes. But yeah, it is great.
Yeah.
Enjoy spooky season. We hope you enjoy these episodes.
Thank you for joining us through this spooky ride of the last month.
We'll be back to regular programming next week. Come follow us on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube at Framed the Podcast, and leave us a comment or tell one person. And as we always say, Joel,
sage your house, girlies, because you might have a lost ghost in there.
yes,
And not necessarily a bad ghost, but we want them to find their way home.
yeah,
So,
sage it up.
or just maybe find a different apartment to wander around.
Get on realestate.com.
Sage it up.
Sage it up, baby. Anyway, we'll see you next week. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Yeah. That was like a half wish. I've got hay fever.